Hello, my name is Daniel Kotzen. I'm a professor of history here at Medaille College in the Interdisciplinary Studies Department, and I am also the program director for our International Studies program.
Hi, my name is Dr. Bridget Slavin. I'm also a faculty member in the Interdisciplinary Studies program, and my specialty is in the history of Ireland and medieval history.
Hi, I'm Nicole Gorney, and I'm in the honors program at Medaille.
And hi, I'm Olivia Anderson. I'm also in the honors program at Medaille, and I'm also in the 3+3 UB Law program that we have.
Thank you. So we're going to start this video by talking just a little bit about the International Studies program. And what we want to introduce about the program is some of the main goals of the program, what the program is really about. And the way it developed was Dr. Slavin and I really took a lead on developing this program a couple years ago because we noticed we had a lot of courses having to do with topics on the history and cultures outside of the United States. And we also noticed that a lot of students were interested in having a major that had to do with international studies. So Dr. Slavin and I and a few other faculty worked on developing a major.
I'd like to speak a little bit about the main goals of the program. The main focus is really to help students enrich their understanding about the interconnectedness of peoples and cultures, to develop an awareness of cultural diversity so that students can learn to communicate with reflection, empathy, and intelligence, and learn different disciplinary approaches to help students engage in the future in global conversations. And to do this, in addition to coursework that we also have set up internships in the local community to practice these skills outside of the classroom, as well as the opportunity to study abroad.
And within the program, we've also set it up so that students can have specific concentrations. So for example, a student who is interested in international business, they can concentrate in international business. A student who might be interested in law, we have a pre-law concentration. A student who might be interested in cities and urban studies, we have a concentration in that. So we've built this within the program to enable students to really explore their own interests within the larger field of international studies.
And so, Daniel, what courses are you a fan of teaching that are part of the International Studies program?
Well, thank you, Bridget. Well, there's a lot of courses that I teach that are part of the program, but one of my favorite is a course on the history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which is a course that we created a few years ago, but just became part of this major, actually just last week, so we're excited about it. And it's a course that really develops out of my own research. I wrote a book related to the topic. And the way I teach it is it's a lot of student activity in it. We do a lot of simulations where I have students role play Palestinians and Israelis so they could really get in the mindset of the people in the past and understand the experience and the conflict from both perspectives. Now, Dr. Slavin, I know you teach several courses in the major. What's your favorite course to teach?
Probably one of my favorite courses, and a course that I'm teaching right now and that Nicole is currently in, is the history of Ireland. And my PhD was particularly in research on medieval Ireland and understanding the process by which Christianity sort of became part of early Irish, as an early Irish institution. And one of the main focuses of the history of Ireland is really the interconnectedness of Irish history with other cultures around the Northern Sea area. So, including the Vikings, the Anglo Normans in the medieval period, and then certainly the English from the early modern period all the way to the present. And so we actually begin with an exploration of Irish history back in the Bronze Age, looking at issues of kingship and how laws were created, all the way through to the present moment, and questions relating to borders in Ireland today between Northern Ireland, which is still part of the United Kingdom, uh, and the Republic of Ireland, which is in the other 26 counties of the island.
Wow, that's fascinating. And I think it's great that you could actually tie it to your research. So Nicole, I understand that you're in Dr. Slavin's History of Ireland class. Can you talk about your experience in this class? And you're a freshman, but this is a 300 level class, so that's kind of exciting.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed the course, and it's one of my favorite classes this semester because I just am really interested in history. I've always been interested in especially English history, which is why I want to change my major next semester to international studies, minor in English, because I'm just fascinated with English. And then I figured if there was a course for the history of Ireland, that it would be interconnected to English politics as well. And just learning about the Irish people has really just opened my mind to a lot of the conflicts that have taken place over the centuries, as well as conflicts that take place today, which involve Irish nationalism.
Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Great.
that's great. Yeah, and Olivia, I understand that you are in the Intro to World Cultures and Anthropology
Yes,
courses. And so
yes,
how
I
do you find those classes?
I absolutely love these two classes that I'm in. To give you guys a little bit of information about both of them. So my anthropology class, we kind of focus on three main points, and that would be basically what makes us human. We focus on archaeology and then also cultures around the world. So I've been really engaged and interested in basically the culture aspect of this. Not to say that all the aspects aren't interesting, but we talk about basically similarities and differences between the United States and other cultures. It's a very interesting class, and I enjoyed the culture aspect and also learning about what makes us human and DNA differences. It's just a very interesting course. And then as for world cultures, so we've discussed basically ancient civilizations and how they formed and what their impact on the modern world is, which is extremely interesting to me. And I've always had kind of a passion and interest in basically cultures and differences, so that's very interesting.
That's great. And in your anthropology class, that's taught by Caitlin Ahern, correct?
Yeah, I absolutely
Yeah.
love
Has
her.
she shown you her or talked to you about her experience down in, you know what I'm talking about,
Yes,
her
her National Geographic experience,
yeah.
her Mayan, yeah, her explorations, very interesting. She's such an amazing woman.
Yeah, she was on National Geographic and so excited about
Mhm.
that. Um, so Olivia, can you tell us a little bit about what, when you decided to come to Medaille, why did you choose international studies as a major?
Well, I chose international studies as my major because I'm very passionate about learning how the United States basically interacts with the rest of the world. And I like being exposed to cultures and things that I normally wouldn't if I wouldn't be in this program. So I'm really interested in that. You can go so many directions too, being in international studies, which I think is amazing. I personally want to be an international lawyer, so this is the perfect program for me to be in. So I have my concentration is in international law, and I'm in the UB 3+3 as well. So I basically want to be an international lawyer specifically focused on multinational corporations within international law. So
Wow,
it's a perfect program for me to be in.
that's fantastic. And basically to end, can you talk to us a little bit about the 3+3 program?
Yeah, so basically, instead of doing 4 years here at Medaille, I'm only going to be doing 3 and then 3 at UB. So it cuts out a year for me, which saves time, money. It's just a really excellent opportunity to have. So basically 3 years at Medaille, 3 years at UB.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So we're going to end, and thank you both for joining us today, and thank you for watching.